So I told myself I wasn't going to buy a car this year. Made it 3 whole weeks. Welcome back to the channel. We'll get right into it today. So as you can see from the title, I've sold my BMW M3 Competition X Drive. So very sad to see that car go, but as you guys know, if you've watched the channel before, I've had a previous Gen 3 Raptor, which I loved. I actually sold that truck in order to get the M3 when that came in. It was kind of a surprise thing, kind of a fluke that I even got a shot to buy it. So yes, I've just recently traded my M3 for this Avalanche Gray 2023 F-150 Raptor. I'm going to go over that today. Now I have a very good reason why I sold the M3. I love that car, as you guys know if you watch this channel. I'm a big BMW fanboy. So I have a very good reason why I sold it. I'll explain that later. So as I said, if you guys have watched the channel before, you know that I had a 2021 Gen 3 Raptor. It was very similar to this spec actually. The biggest difference is the color. That one was agate black. This one is Avalanche Gray. So I really think with this truck, that's what we have to start with discussing is the color. So Ford has offered this color on the Raptor in the past. I believe the last time was back in 2017. They brought it back for 2023. So as I was doing some research, looking to buy this truck, I saw that they do have a few of these out in the lots, and surprisingly, the prices on the Raptors are finally starting to come down. All right, so you'll notice this is not a 37 performance pack. I would have loved to get one of those, but looking into those, they were very hard to find, and especially very hard to find where they weren't when you still charge like 20 grand over a sticker on them. So mine came with 35s, which I'm happy with. So you see with the massive scale of this truck, it actually makes these 35s look kind of tiny, which is pretty incredible. So we'll start at the front. This thing's got the yellow DRLs across the front, the big Ford badging. Got the Raptor up on the hood vent here. This massive hood vent on this giant hood. Looks really good on the front end. You guys can see the lighting there, the yellow DRLs. Got the rigid lights down front. From what I understand, the one on the right is DOT approved. The one on the left is not. That's why it comes with a cover on it. Tow hooks down front here. As I said, 35-inch tires. Box shocks in there, if you guys can see. Got these giant fender flares sticking out the side. We've got these big burning boards on the side with Raptor branding on them. And these are super handy for climbing up in the truck because I said it is very tall. So here you can see the box shocks in the back. The dual exhaust out back. Exhaust sounds great with that trombone system they put on, about as good as you could ask for with the V6 in my opinion. So Raptor badging on the back on a little Ford applique on the tailgate. This does have the power tailgate and moonroof package, so that is powered. Just push a button, we'll drop it down. Go inside. This is where these are really handy because you have, as you can see, a giant back seat. We've got 2 car seats back here. See how tons of room here in the back. In the back they've also got, as you can see, heated seat controls, which doesn't matter because they're in the car seats, but then they also have power outlets for their tablets and stuff in the back here, which is nice. You can see here you've got two giant cup holders in the back. This middle part also folds down for two more cup holders. Coming to the front here, you've got the Ford Performance on the door sills. This comes with the rubber mats, which is really nice. This one is equipped with the carbon fiber package. The carbon fiber is alright, it makes it look pretty good in here. And this also has the panoramic sunroof. So B&O sound system up front also comes with speakers in the headrests. This sound system is not quite on the same level as the Bowers & Wilkins in my wife's X5M, but it's pretty darn good. You can see on the Raptors they've used these really nice. It's kind of like a vinyl, but it actually feels pretty premium. So easy to keep clean, and actually looks pretty good. We have the giant digital dash. You've got the giant Raptor steering wheel with the orange stripe on top. Raptor logo here on the steering wheel. Giant screen here. We'll go ahead and turn it on. You guys can hear the exhaust. Yeah, all the screen animations on here are pretty cool. If you switch to the drive modes, it's going to do the different animations. So you have the giant 12-inch screen here, very cool. There's Apple CarPlay. You can also dual screen here on the side, which is a pretty cool feature. Up here you've got the cameras, all that stuff, all kinds of cool controls up here. What's really nice about this, and this was the same on my last one, but they changed this button here, is they did the auto start, stop, delete, I'm guessing because of the chips. Before, the camera button was just here, and then there was a blank button here. They've stretched the camera button to cover both of them, which is very cool. So I think the biggest change from my 2021 Raptor is this has the R mode. So if you see, if I push this button, I've got my settings stored. If I push the button once, it'll bring it up and show me. So you can see at the bottom, I've got my exhaust on Baja, I've got my suspension on Sport, and also the steering on Sport. You can see a little indicator, it's in R mode now. So yeah, that's a really cool touch. It's a little like the end buttons on my BMW M cars, so nice to have that. All right, so that gets us through the tour of the Raptor. I want to share this with you guys, show you what it looks like. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. But at the very beginning, I said I sold the M3, and I had a very good reason for that. You be the judge of whether it's a good reason or not, but it was my reasoning anyways. All right, so when I bought that car, it was actually a lot higher spec than I would have done. Somebody had backed out their order, and I just ended up getting it. But my plan all along was to keep it about a year, then probably look to trade it for something else. I think we're all aware that, eventually the market on the G80s are going to go down at some point. It's expensive enough a car that I don't really want to be the one holding the bad when it takes kind of a big hit. So been keeping an eye very closely on that. I had it for 6 months and kind of had my fun with it, really enjoyed my time with it. It's a great car. I'll do a kind of a final thoughts and impressions video. We can kind of wrap up my overall ownership experience with that car. But yeah, the other day I actually put in an order on a Bronco Raptor. If you guys have seen those, they look pretty cool to me. Seeing more and more Broncos around. Some of the trims I think are cooler than others, but I think they knocked it out of the park with the Bronco Raptor. So big fan of that. Put in an order the other day. I think officially the order banks open up in March. So I've got my order ready to go. So the guy I work with at the Ford dealership, their best guess was a year or two. So, I mean, we're talking, 2024, 2025. So that's going to be a while. And I was not confident that the M3 was going to be able to kind of hold its value that long. I think there's a pretty good chance at some point that market could start to come down a little bit, but I could be totally wrong. But when I was putting in the order on the Bronco, I was doing a little looking around their inventory and just kind of looking around Raptor inventory in general in the area. I found that the same place I put the order in, they had gotten this one in stock. So the markups are coming down, the prices are coming down on the Raptors. It's actually now going to be a pretty decent time to buy. I think they're moving a little more slowly now that they're getting a few more of them out there. And when I saw this one in Avalanche Gray, this is by far my favorite color that Ford puts out. This and Leadfoot Gray, I'd say, are my two favorites, but this is number one for me. I think I saw this on a Shelby GT350 years ago, and I've wanted one of those ever since. I think it's pretty similar to the gray that comes on the M2 competition. I've always wanted an M2 comp in that color. Very, very cool color. Looks awesome, especially on this truck. I think before with my black truck, I liked it. It looked great, but the caveat is that with all these cool, little add-ons, the hood vent, the fender flares, all those little additions and kind of cool features, they kind of blend in with the black color. Now having this Avalanche gray, it makes it really stand out. So I'm really, really pumped about how this looks. Very glad to be back in the Raptor. M3 was great, but this is just, night and day, more comfortable, of course. Me being 6'5", riding around in a big truck like this, way more comfortable, way more room for the family, way more. So yeah, that's basically how I came to decide to buy this one here this year. This just came about a week ago. I haven't even hit like 200 miles in this yet, so just got it, just breaking it in. All right, guys. Well, that's where I'm going to wrap things up for today's video. A lot more to come on the Raptor. I've already got a bed cover I'm going to put on soon. Also got a bed rug, and I'm going to do videos kind of detailing those accessories as I get those installed. Also, really need to do a window tint, and as soon as you can see, there's snow on the ground everywhere here. Once it starts warming up, I've got all the stuff ready to go to prep it and get it ceramic coated. I'm loving this truck, loving the color, looking forward to sharing with you guys on the channel. BMW people, don't be worried. There's still the X5M. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on that, just getting started with that one as well. So guys, as always, appreciate you joining me. I will catch you in the next video.
They've been down.